31 distress call, Star-Lord. Thanos is here!
Destroyer of worlds, big glowy gauntlet, wrinkly chin. Yeah, I've heard of him.
If you've watched the trailer, you'll know episode 1 of Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy series follows the Guardians taking on their arch enemy of the galaxy, Thanos, and the game gets off to a roaring start. I had worried that playing the first episode just days after seeing the second film in the series would set the standard too high, but as far as the story is concerned, I was not disappointed. The episode, called Tangled Up in Blue, is the first of 5 in the series to come, and I will preface this review by saying I am super excited to spend more time with my all-time favourite space pals. It must have been incredibly exciting for the Telltale team to work on a story with arguably the best Marvel franchise, in my opinion. However, it is really difficult to put aside the narrative choices of the recently released film and not make any comparisons. The game's story is happening outside of the cinematic universe, which makes sense, but I found it a challenge not to play the characters with their on-screen personas in mind. The writing definitely nails that Guardians vibe with a solid balance between feel-good adventure and well-timed jokes. This game is mostly Telltale business as usual, so obviously don't go into it expecting an action RPG. Although someone should definitely make a Guardians action RPG, I would buy the heck out of that. It's basically a lot of super nice cutscenes with some pretty casual QuickTime events every now and then. I am actually a fan of the QuickTime event. It's a mechanic I mostly enjoy when done right in games. However, QuickTime events work best when they're, well, quick and dramatic, forcing you to make sometimes difficult decisions with little time to think. The action QuickTimes in episode 1 did feel a little forced, and often left me wondering if they were having any impact on the story at all. Now, I always enjoy the conversational choices in Telltale games, but don't expect your choices to change the overall structure of the game too much. The choices in episode 1 mainly revolve around deciding which teammate you're going to piss off first, though the chilling butterfly effect of "that character will remember that" is as powerful as ever, and it is this mechanic, rather than the quick times or the puzzles, that makes this genre of video games so powerful. It's definitely not the walking. Walking around in the game seems really forced, it's slow and almost painful. I kinda wish they'd just given me less control during the slower paced moments, but maybe it's gonna pick up. I have faith. What the game lacks in mechanic, it most definitely makes up for in style. The team have nailed the cartoony vibe perfectly, and the music is so on point. Kicking ass through the galaxy to the sound of the Buzzcocks, ELO and Hall & Oates could never be a bad time. The game is pretty much exactly what you'd expect from the Walking Dead team does Guardians. Although episode 1 mainly focuses around Star-Lord's character development, I really hope we get the opportunity to play as other characters in future episodes. This episode definitely left me wanting more. I found it highly enjoyable as an interactive extension of the film and comic stories. You should play this game because you want to spend more time with the awesome Guardians team, not because you want to play through some grand exercise in action. Bring on episode 2.
And that's about it for this edition of Player Attack. Thanks for watching. Next week, we're not straying too far from the printed page. Johnny caught up with the dream team of Greg Rooker and Nicola Scott to chat about Wonder Woman, Black Magic, and the current state of comic books. In the meantime, you can catch us at playerattack.com. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And if you've got something you want to say, send us an email, mailbox@playerattack.com, or just hop on our forums. Also, if you want to support Player Attack, you can find us on Patreon and help us bring you the latest in gaming news, plus all of these wonderful interviews and reviews from the world of video games. Till next week, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this is Player Attack.